So, welcome, ladies. Welcome. This is our campaign 20 meeting, if we want to call it that, and it's the second meeting for September.
It is
It
already.
is. Yes, we had one on,
Oh,
on September, and now this one, and we have a third one this September. So
we
it
do.
is. It's exciting that
Yeah.
the month is going, but at the same time, you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
you know, it's going. So this is our team session. For those who may see the recording and have no idea, this is Avon team session. It's hosted by Angeline, Fletcher, and Tamra Petrona. And our teams are Team KPIP and Team Executive Bells. And so let's start off. Oh, say hi, Tamra.
Hi. Hi.
And online so far, we have Ms. Caritha Council. And say hi, Caritha, Riri. So the others will join us. And our inspirational quote today says, "The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine." And it's so interesting that everywhere I turn these days into what I'm listening to is talking about daily routine. And especially your morning routine, and it's just reinforcing to me over and over and over and over the importance of having a morning routine. I mean, a daily routine definitely is crucial. The morning one even so, because it sets the tone for the day. And I try to, wake up at an early enough time, like after 6, because the morning goes so quickly.
Yes.
And I have my quiet time, most times in that private room that we all have at home. I am in there for a long time, sitting there on my throne, and that's where I have my quiet time. And then I go for a walk. I used to go to the park, but I found that, I had to drive to the park and then do the walk. And sometimes I get discouraged because I have to drive to the park. So I just start walking the neighborhood, and so I live on Tracy, I walk all the way to 16th Ave and then go around and just walk for anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. And it really does me real good. I am getting to the stage, I'm not there yet, where I'm setting forth the night before what my day is supposed to look like so that I can measure what I do. And of course, our mentor is on the line and she's always talking about it must be measured, what we do. Miss Orinthia Ricketts is online. And what I want to get to that stage where I'm really setting the tone the night before, making the plans and preparation the night before for what I want to do the next day, so that on the night I can measure what I have done and what I need to do the next day. So I'm getting there slowly. I'm not there yet, but I'm working my way to there. I'm working my way, and I'm trying my best to be consistent in that, because it makes so much sense. So the secret of our future is hidden in our daily routine. I would encourage us all to develop a daily routine. Do you have a daily routine, Tamara?
I try.
You try.
The
Okay.
the only thing I've gotten down packed so far is
Mhm.
my morning worship.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to follow up with everything else, but I've gotten that down packed so far.
Mm,
So
that's
hopefully
good.
the next thing will follow, you know.
Yes. 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 That's good. That's good.
But I'm trying. I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I won't put anybody else on the spot. But it's something to encourage for. I want to encourage us to develop. Our routine and our routine for the morning, and then our routine for the day, where we say how many hours we're going to be spending on our business and what those hours are going to be looking like for our business, because it really doesn't have to be all day. We just need to be focused, and
Mm,
again, so that we can measure it at the end to see what we have
up to.
accomplished. Yes. Anything you want to add on that, Orenthia?
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Vidya.
Um,
Yeah.
Hi. Not really. Everything that you're saying is exactly right on point. But
Okay.
planning and executing is really
Okay.
what it is. So as you talk about what you do from the night before, you're really setting about structuring what your day is gonna look like. That really does have a big impact, and it's not gonna go perfectly. But if you have a guideline,
Right.
if you don't fall exactly, you'll come close.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. And it is true. I mean, if it only makes
Mhm.
sense. It only makes absolute sense. And we want to be serious business people and
Mhm.
just serious life operators,
Yeah.
because even if we don't have a business, we want to be operating our lives on that
On
same
that,
kind
yeah.
of the same kind of. And so what we're going into now is what's buzzing in Avon Nation. And this is as it pertains to the business aspect of things. What's going on? What's new in Avon Nation? I'm not sure you heard. We probably have all gotten the email by now about Avon Perk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's so much that it
Yeah.
takes me a minute to process.
I forgot my password today. I was trying. I'm like, what did I put as? I don't even know. I have to go back and reset my password because I don't remember what it is. Because I
Yeah.
only Orenthia mentioned it to me and I did it on the
Mm,
spot, but I don't remember what the password is that I created. So I have to go back and reset it. So I
yeah.
didn't actually get to look into it and see everything, but what
Mhm.
I saw so far, looked great.
Yes, yes. And one of the big things that caught my attention was there's Sam's Club and
Mhm.
Costco. So if you don't,
Mhm.
it's those what is affected there for us in terms of our perk, I think, is the membership fee. Membership
Mhm.
fee is discounted for us.
Okay.
So if you do not as yet
Oh, that's
have
good.
one of those cards, you can get a
Yeah.
discount on the membership for those. And what I like in the little time that I spent on it, what I like is there is like a big broad picture
Mhm.
of all these different things,
Different.
hotels,
Yes.
travels, and
Yes.
everything, and then it narrowed down to your community.
Unity. Mhm.
So you put
Yes.
in you put in your
Zip code or
zip
something.
code,
Mhm.
and then it tells you what is close to you that is a part of the perks.
Mhm.
So what kind of discount you can get from it.
Yeah.
Some of it is you know some point system and so on. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. It is.
It means that we all can pick something from it that will work for us so that we can benefit. It's a whole new world. Movies, tickets, car thing. I mean, it's just. Whew.
And the movie tickets are really discounted because
Yeah.
it's like $13 for a regular ticket, and you're going to be paying like $9 and change. I
Yeah.
know I looked into that one. I'm like, that was a big drop.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a lot, and so it's a good lot, I think. And so I would suggest that we all check it out and
Check
make
it out.
use of it.
Hmm.
Make use of it as much as possible. I have not looked as yet, but I heard that they have also revamped the what's the site that we get the branded items from?
Avon Advantage.
No, 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 no. It's the
Town and
website.
country.
Town and country. Thank you.
Oh.
I
Mm-hmm.
understand that they have revamped that as well, and that there are a whole new set of things there as well. Thank you for
Mm.
that. So we can definitely check out for any branded items that we might want. We
Oh, okay.
Town and country. So that's Avon Perk. That is exciting for us, and that's another thing that we can include in as we are recruiting others.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know that we have this as well. I'm working on a video for a recruiting video as well. So, but I'm waiting to see, what's coming. The next thing is anything else on that,
That's
Tam?
no. Mm-mm.
Any questions, anyone? Okay, the next thing is for us to update our shipping. I think it's mainly the shipping address. Um, it's a simple process. They keep it on the landing page
Yeah.
continually, but if you've done it already, you just ignore it and go on with going to which area of the website you're going to. So apparently there have been some confusion and people not getting their stuff and so on. So they want to make sure that they have the updated shipping address, an address in general for each of us. So make sure that we all comply with that. Avon University, guys, Avon University is a must. It's another tool that we have to build our business, and it has made a world of difference for me, and which is why I'm a champion for it. And I would encourage us all to make Avon U a part of your routine, so that the number that you see on your landing page for the amount of available courses available,
Yeah.
it's not too many. It is under, make it remain under 5. So you just knock them off. And I tell you, I've done it. I've been in the doctor's office waiting, and I just knock off a couple of them.
Of them.
I am somewhere my Uber rides, and I'm knocking off a couple of them, and it's good. So I would encourage us all to do so. Big announcement coming tomorrow. We wait with bated breath. To see what's coming up tomorrow, at the end of Insider Campaign Insider with Michael and Evie. So you see what the big announcement will be, and I can't wait to see. I mean, they say that they just taking a whole bunch of us to Jamaica. Nothing.
Yay! Yes.
I'll go for some triple dollars. Not double dollars, triple dollars.
Oh gosh, listen to me, man. I've been on one Avon trip, and I'm telling you, it's worth it. Go on many more, so I'm all in favor of that. But yeah, some double dollars, triple dollars with that.
$2.
The food is almost done, I think.
So we look forward to that. I will try to share that as soon as it comes, and just make sure that I'm available for that.
Yes.
So look forward to that, and we'll have our post-mortem of that. So new products that is in Avon Nation now. We've already touched on some of them. The Avon neutralized anti-pollution line that we have, and that is exciting. I bought my set.
You did?
Yes, I haven't used it as yet, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I gotta make my charcoal face and put it on Facebook too. Right? And so I'm just gonna go through the three, and then you can talk about it, Tam.
Mm-hmm.
So the next new product that we have is the female perfume fragrance, Live Out Loud. I bought mine as well. They have a fabulous set in the What's New.
Mm-hmm.
Two for $35 or $25 if you're President's Club. That's good, and they're gonna be retail for $25. So
Wow.
excited about that. And I'm just so in love with Magic's wand. I am in love.
Yes.
And
Yes.
too, and I really, really love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So those are three exciting products. Over to you, Tam.
Okay. A new neutralized anti-pollution trio, I call it, because it has the serum, it has the charcoal mastic, and then it has the charcoal strips. What are the effects of using these products? I have mine here with me, so you can take a look at it. Mine is almost finished. Because actually when I first got it, I thought it was something that you use maybe like once a week or something, but it actually says use as needed. So it's something that you can actually use to replace whatever other mask you've been using. So this is actually a mask that you can use every day if you choose to. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand. And the thing about it is you don't need that much. The first time I did it, I think I overdid it. I wanted my face to look like I had it on, so I think I put a little bit too much on. Okay. But you put it on and you allow it to dry for 10 minutes. The thing about this that I like is that once you put it on, you instantly feel that kind of cooling sensation on your face. So you know that something inside of it is actually doing something, which I believe it might be the ginger. So it contains 4 or 5 ingredients. It has the matcha, which is a finely milled form of green tea with vitamins, minerals, and superfood antioxidant that helps to neutralize and visibly repair pollution damage. The other thing is the ginger, and as ginger is an antioxidant used for centuries to help visibly even skin tone and boost skin's ability to repair itself. Amla, that's a new one. It's a commonly known as Indian gooseberry, and this fruit contains high levels of vitamin C known to support radiance. So this is also a good thing to use alongside with your vitamin C serum. A new pollution serum. I haven't used mine as yet because I stick to the the vitamin C. So I still don't know where to fit that one in just yet. But they said it's a pollution trio that helps to, you know, shield your skin from all the pollutants that we encounter daily. And once you use it, you might say, you know, you wash it off, but there's a invisible shield that is left on your skin once you're finished with it. And I actually did something one day which was crazy. I had a little pimple on my face, and I had just put on my mask, and then I used, after I was finished and I washed it off, I went and I used the toner and was trying to, you know, work on that one little pimple. And then I'm like wiping, and then when you look at when you actually looked at the cotton ball, you could see the, you know, like some charcoal still there, but if you can't see it on your face, because I know I washed my face thoroughly, but once you wipe, you could see. So maybe that's that invisible thing that you're talking about, who knows. But charcoal is known for its ability to absorb toxin and pollutants, acting like a magnet, and it draws out impurities. And I have a feeling that's why I have these, you know, bumps on my face, because I know some things react by drawing out some things. So, you know, the bumps might have already been there. So I believe that this charcoal mask is actually pulling out whatever toxin that I have under the surface of my skin. So this this trio of products is going to be a good seller. Charcoal is one of the things in the market nowadays, and I'm so glad that Avon came up with their own line of charcoal, what they call it, neutralized anti-pollution trio. The pour, my son is using this, so I'll probably just ask him to give me feedback on the charcoal pour strip. So he's the one that's using that right now. And when you start using it, take pictures. I did a boomerang. I'm in love with this boomerang thing now. So I did a boomerang one morning when I put it on, and I, you know, did it, and then I did the after. But I don't think I posted the after, but it's a really good product. I'm liking it so far. And the one thing that I said that I really like about it is the fact that you can use it whenever you feel like using it. It's not like, you know, some of the other masks that we've had prior where you can only use them maybe 2 times a week or, you know, 3 times a week. This is whenever you feel like using it, you use it.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's a great line that is, and based on what the feedback has been, it's like very, and especially because you literally feel it working.
Yes, working, yes.
You are using, so that just definitely works very well. So that's just good. The as the rule of thumb as it pertains to serums is lighter to heavier. So depends on what you're using, you can make a judgment as to what's lighter and what's heavier.
Yeah.
And you build accordingly. They have said that it can be used in conjunction with others.
Yeah.
The mask and the pore strip, they said that you know, you can use it as needed.
As needed, yeah.
And it sounds as if you wouldn't need to use it like daily or too often, because it is that
yeah. Once it starts to do what it says it's gonna do, then you can probably tone it down a little bit. But you know, in the meantime, you know, it's working and stuff like that, so you can use it. As far as the serum is concerned, if you're gonna, I don't know, I guess each individual has to decide, you know, how they're gonna fit it into their daily regimen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But it's just good to use
Use
something, you
something.
know,
Yes.
and this to me, this line to me is something that everybody should get because it is that added protection that we're
Mm-hmm.
getting against the effects of the just the
The
elements
environment.
of
Mm-hmm.
the environment that we're in. So thank you for that, Miss Tamra. Any questions? Anybody on what we have been discussing so far with regards to this line? Hi, Miss Pink. Welcome.
Hi, how are
Welcome.
you?
I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So we're just talking about the new products that we have, the anti-pollution, the neutralize anti-pollution line. And we also have the new fragrance that is coming out that we can all get from now, the Live Out Loud. And if you can get a full bottle, then that's even better to
Mm-hmm.
show the bottle to people. And the Magic's wand is just awesome in my
Yeah.
opinion. I would really recommend that you try to get one. Each of you try to get one
Mm-hmm.
for yourselves because even if you already have your routine as to what you use, it's so versatile. It can be your foundation or you can use it as your
Concealer.
concealer. You know, it's just really, really very, very versatile that we can use these products for. And I'm just really so excited about them.
Mm-hmm.
So get them, ladies, get them and try them so that because your customers are gonna be asking you about them. They have 18 different shades, 8 different shades. So you should be able to get a shade that is for you. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, already have your routine. You can use it as a contour as well. You can use it to highlight. You go 2 shades lighter to highlights and 2 shades darker to contour. And then of course you can use it as your concealer. So that's just awesome.
And if if
And
if I may interject to add, Angeline,
Please.
inside the What's New, there's a shade selection guide
Oh
that
yes.
worked really well. So if you
mm-hmm.
follow the instructions, it will definitely help you to narrow the options down as to what might work for you. I did it and I liked the results of what was chosen for me. So look at the What's New and try some of the follow the technique that's outlined there, and you can use the same technique for your customer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the what's new for campaign 20.
Yeah.
And the full information is in there, full information. And these products, ladies, are taking the place of some of the ones that we have been accustomed to using and selling. And so it's a good thing to get to understand these products so that when our customers may have some questions, even if you can't answer off the bat, you can definitely direct them. You can say, let me check on it and get back to you because the information is available. And this is also online for you to get as well. Thank you for
Okay.
that, ladies. Any questions, comments?
Um,
All right, our next segment we're going into business builders. Just for you business builders. And this is to help us in our business as we move forward. And this is the most exciting time of the year for us as business, just business in general, as it comes to this final quarter of the year. And as we are working on this final quarter, we want to also be thinking as business people about the first quarter of the year. And now most of you that have been in our teams are like under 2 years. And it's good for us to be using, especially for 2019, as that framework to go into 2020, to know, we know now that the summer is the most challenging time, that requires us to be thinking out of the box and so on. So we want to be armed for 2020, knowing that the summertime is going to be requiring us to be more creative as we manage our business. So we want to be using that. And as we move forward, we're not just thinking about this fourth quarter, we're also thinking about the first quarter for 2020. And we want to ensure that we are personalizing our website for our shoppers. Guys, it's important for us to ensure that we have an up-to-date photograph that look like what we look like now. You know, not when you had long hair. And now you have short hair. Put an up-to-date photograph on your website so that Avon, I believe that they're going to be, filtering customers through to us. So we want to make sure that we're in good standing, and we want to make sure that our website is personalized so that we can benefit from these things that are coming on. And I want to be encouraging us to set our target for what we want to earn. It is said that indirect sales, which is we fall in direct sales for our business, if we are not consistently selling at a certain level, we will get discouraged and stop. And that is why so many people start and stop, because they are not earning the amount of money that they believe that they would earn. Some of us are at fault because we're signing up people, we're telling them, making them feel that it is so easy for them to do, but it's a business, and so it takes work for us to do it. So we want to be at the stage where we are deciding how much it is that we want to be earning for each campaign. And Avon has a guide that it gives us, telling us how much we will earn at whatever level. If your orders are between 0 and 149.99, you are earning 20%. If it's between
but when you get the order, you can't order. When you don't get any order, you can't order.
Let me see. Thank you.
I get you. If your order is between 150 and 299, you're earning 30%. Between 300 and 499, your earning is 35%, and over 500, your earning is 40%. Now, the thing is, we are managing a business, and it is up to us. As much as we might think that it is up to the customers, it is up to us to manage our business the way that we would want to manage it. And so it is for us to determine how much it is that we would want to be earning. So if we work to say, we want to be earning, say $45 per campaign, then our order would be $150, say $150. Now it is for us to determine whether that is the amount that we want to earn, right? So we determine if so, okay, so $45 is good enough for us. Then we know that our order total needs to be $150. And it should not be like things that we are ordering for ourselves, because then that just breeds discouragement, because we are not going to be seeing any earnings. And actually, if you purchase stuff for yourself, you really ought to pay yourself for the items that you purchase so that you can see your money. If your order is $200, then your profit is going to be $60 per campaign, which will be a total of $120 per month. If your order is $250, then your profit is going to be $75, which is $150 per month. Now, how much do we want to be earning from each campaign? It is important that we set these targets. Targets are made to be set. Plans are made to be made. There is nothing to say that we must meet these targets, that what we plan must come, must materialize. But as business people, it is necessary for us to make these plans and to set these targets. Now, having set these targets, we have to take it another step, right? And to be thinking about what we want to do with the money. Now, it is good if we are able to say specifically what we would want that money to cover, because it keeps us in focus. If we say, well, this money, whatever I make from my Avon is gonna take care of my phone bill, or it's gonna pay a part of my utility bill, my electric bill, or whatever it is, so that we are targeted and we are specific in what we are doing. So if we want to make, we're breaking this down now. If we want to be making, say, $60 per campaign, $60 per campaign is selling $200 worth of Avon, right? We want to break that down. $200 worth of Avon. Let's use an average of $20 per order. So, of course, we know some people's order will be less and some will be more. But let's say use an average of $20 per order. If our total order is $200 at $20 per order, if we divide 200 by 20, that's 10. That's 10, right? So we need 10 customers. 10 customers with an average order of $20 for us to make $60. That is setting a target, guys, to say that is what we need. But we can't go seeking for just 10 customers, because not everybody is going to be placing an order. If you are to look back at all your orders that you have placed over, most of us are over a year, you have more than 10 customers that you have serviced over these months that you've been in your Avon business. What happens sometimes is we lose track. It happens to me, and that's why I can speak to it. We lose track of some customers. We forget, we get tied up with what we're doing, and we just do not make contact with them. Every now and again, it is necessary to go down through our customer list or go through our phone or whatever and find, or we don't even have to get new customers. The customers are right there that we have serviced before, that we can just call on them. And once you had established a good relationship with them, they're happy to hear from you for the most part. Somebody that I have not serviced for a few campaigns, I had reached out to her 2 campaigns ago. She was not ready. She reached out to me today that she's ready. And that's the kind of thing that we want to do. We want to be reaching back out to those people that we have serviced so that we can come down to that minimum of 10 orders. To get the 10 orders, we may have to target 20 people. Remember, guys, we are business operators and we want to be thinking like that. So we may have to reach out to 20 people, right? By whatever means. And it can be a text. It can be a phone call. You know, it can be a message on Facebook. Reach out to them so that you're coming down to the amount of people. And so what if you missed your target? Nobody's going to be killing you. Nobody's going to be breathing down your neck. You are your business person. You are managing your business. You have set your target. You have set your plans. And if it does not work, you just say, hey, that's what I intended. Didn't make it this time, but I'm going to keep pushing. But it is important for us to, because otherwise, guys, we are going to get discouraged and want to give it up, which is what happens a lot of times. So how do we then increase our customer base? I mean, some of the things I've said before, I have found that I have had to sit down and just be quiet and think about my business. I've had to do that. I've had to pray about my customers. Almost everybody that's on this line are believers. Pray about our customers. Sometimes we don't think that these are things that we can pray about. Because God, that is our belief system, that God is for us, and with God, all things are possible. Amen. Right? And so we wanna utilize that. And then there are 2 ways of increasing our target amount, reaching our target amount. We can get more customers, or we can increase our customer orders. So I've been giving it thought, I've been prayed about it, then we are going to be embarking on these 2 things. And sometimes, I mean, sometimes poor Miss Pink tell me how she's pounding the pavement, you know, to get these customers, right? And I applaud her for it, because she's not drive or anything, but she's pounding that pavement to get those customers. Yeah. And it means that everywhere we go, we can't be, and I'm getting into the habit, believe it or not, that because sometimes I don't practice that, to take my business with me everywhere that I go, and to stop this foolishness about fear, because it's not helping me. It can't feed my bank account. You can't do nothing for me. No, not at all. It's not helping me. I was walking yesterday morning, and I saw 2 ladies, and I had books with me, and I was like, Jesus, should I? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna approach these ladies. And I said, good morning, ladies. Can I share Avon? And they said, yeah, sure, we love Avon. And I'm like, look at that, Angeline. They're worrying about these women. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and the same thing as I shared on Facebook, you know, I went to the bank this morning, and I left one with the teller, you know, but and that's what we want to do. It doesn't mean that everybody you get a book from you will get an order. And that is
Yeah,
what
it's
we
tough
keep
when I go to the
thinking, and so we
laundry.
get
I take books with
discouraged.
me and I leave them at the laundry. When I go to the laundry, I leave my books at the laundry. When I go braid
Absolutely.
my hair, leave my books at the braid store. I travel by bus and train. I give my books on the train, on the bus.
Absolutely.
Always giving up books.
And we're
I have
not
a funny
always,
story. The other
yeah?
day, Courtney and I went to this new restaurant that somebody introduced us to in East Orange. And we walked up, and on the counter, this guy, the owners have a section where they have business cards. So Courtney, we recently got some new business cards, both for myself and for him, because with the update of the new look, I had to update my business cards. And he said, oh, we should leave some business cards in here. So the same fear thing. I'm like, I'm not leaving no business cards in here.
Yeah,
I'm not even
yeah,
gonna ask.
yeah,
The next thing you know,
yeah.
the guy comes back out and Courtney's like, oh, can I leave some business cards in here? And the guy was like, sure. And he goes out and he brings in his business. I said, you didn't bring any of mine. He's like, you want your business cards to leave here? You ask. And I left all of that place. And I did not ask those people. I did not ask those people to leave my business cards. So it's the same thing. This fear.
To my eye dry,
and the guy said yes. So why didn't I ask it myself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, my eye dry now, so I'm not care. Me leave book anywhere.
And it's a totally different area. It's not an area where we are from. So who knows? People. But the next time I go there, I just walk in with my business cards, and I'll go back there just for that and put them there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it's our neighbors and neighborhoods and of course it's like I have new neighbors next door me, and it's the man I see mostly, and so I have my eye on him as a customer, but I'm working on building a relationship with him because I want to lock him in good. So I don't want to just pounce on him about buying Avon, I'm working on building a relationship with him because I know exactly what I'm going to be giving him as a man, in terms of getting him for a customer. But he also has a family, he's married and everything. So, but it is him that I see more frequently. So give your customers an additional book. Ask them, can you share the book for me on your job or with your family members, and offer them something that is within reason for you that you can give to them. Consider vending, consider going to an event. You don't have to have a lot of products to participate in an event. All you need is a couple Skin So Soft and some fragrance. You use that as an opportunity to hand out some books more than anything else, and just make connections. It doesn't have to be to sell so much, but to use it to make connections with people. So consider doing it. If your church is having an event or any group that you belong to, any school, they're having something, ask them if you can set up a table, and just hand out some books so that you're making some connections with other people. So those are things that we definitely can do to get more customers. And now we're going to be talking about increasing the sale for your present customers. We're going to be talking about upselling Tamra?
Okay, upselling. We talk about this all the time. Upselling it's really simple. If it's a young man that comes, if it's a young man that you have as a customer, try to sell them something. If it's not for a girlfriend, they have a mother, they have a sister. Always offer. The key about upselling is offer the customers the whole set. If it's a fragrance, if it's makeup, offer them a full face. If they come to get lipstick and you notice that they don't wear makeup, the magics is a new thing, because a lot of what I find with a lot of especially young women or older women our age is that they were not into makeup before.
You said older women our age.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, mature women our age then.
Which our age? You're not in that bracket.
Of course. Well, I consider myself old. Sorry.
Me old.
Older.
Okay.
So I consider myself mature. Mature women our age, they were not into the makeup thing before. So now the younger generation, or they call them the millennials, are the ones that are into this makeup thing. So I believe that the magic wand that we have, that's a good tool to use in upselling. So if someone comes in to buy a lipstick at your vending event, or you have a prior customer, bring along with you your magic wand. And the guide that they have in the What's New, I believe, is a very fun little exercise to do it with your customers, and sell them a magic wand also. Then give them try to get them to get a mascara. It doesn't have to be this whole eyeliner, lip liner. Get them the basic stuff. The same thing with the perfumes. Most of these perfumes, they come with a lotion and a shower gel. Instead of going elsewhere to get shower gel and lotion, introduce the lotion and shower gel to them. Sometimes when you add the prices together, it might be too much. Offer them a deal with the 3-piece. The perfume is $14, but if you buy the whole set today, you get it for $28, something like that. Give them, $30. Give them an offer so that they will come back to you and they may get the whole set. If it's a customer who loves to buy a whole bunch of perfume, give them, there's nothing wrong with giving someone a sample of the jar of cream for Faraway or Haiku, and let them know that, they have them in the actual body lotion and the shower gel. So offer, the main key in upselling is to offer the customers different things, because some of the customers, they're so used to whatever they're buying that they don't even realize that there's a whole nother plethora of products that we have there. So offer. That's the main key to upselling. Offer the customers, it's your store, so offer them whatever it is that they're buying. Pair it up with pair it up with the products that we have. Lotions. Men come to me all the time. Do you have anything for men? We have stuff for skin. Sell them lotions, instead of going elsewhere to buy lotion. Sell them a body lotion. Sell them a bar soap. A lot of them don't like shower gels, but we do have bar soap. I had one lady one day, she didn't want the rope because she said her husband doesn't like the rope. I took it out and I cut the rope off. Here, there's a bar soap. So whatever it is that you can do to make your customers happy, do it. But the main thing is to offer the product line to your customers. Introduce the product line to your customers so they know what we have in our store.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. The 2 ways of reaching your target amount, increasing your customers and increasing your orders. Bear in mind, I'm practicing it as well, and I'm reaching out to customers that I have not reached out before. I'm giving them the books because this is the most exciting time, and I want to capture those sales. I want them. And so
And
I'm working hard.
For me, I know you mentioned earlier about going through and revamping or revitalizing our customer list and going through to see who we have. And sometimes we don't even know how many customers we have.
Yeah.
We really don't. We have their information, but we really don't know how many customers we had. I had a encounter today where I'm walking to work and my phone is ringing, and I'm like, who is this calling me? And I ignored it because it was the number just came up, but I ignored it. And then it rang again, but this time the name came up, and I'm like, this name, Jamia, I know this name. And I answered it, and it's one of my customers from Clifton, and she said, oh, do you remember me? I ordered from you earlier in the summer. I need to place another order. And when in talking to her, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the lady. She orders tons and tons of skin softeners and perfume, and one kind of perfume. So I'm like, I went in and I put an order in today. I didn't even wait until tomorrow because she wants it by a certain time. So I went in, I did my order already, and I went in and I put the additional order in because I don't have that many skin softeners that she wants. So I went and I put an order in, So it's not inconveniencing yourself when you do stuff like that. Go above and beyond for your customers because they will appreciate it. And, even though it's not a customer that buys all the time, but when they do buy, they buy a surplus to serve them for a long period of time. So when you go above and beyond, because I could have always told her that,
that's what happened with some of my customers too. Yeah, they don't buy often, but when they buy like 200, 300, then for like 3-4 months you don't hear from them again.
Exactly, but they're faithful.
My customers.
Yeah, they're faithful customers. Yeah. And this is the second time she's ordering from me. Mm-hmm. And I say to myself, well, she kept my number. Too. Yeah, she kept my number. So I must have given her a good service for her to keep my number and to call me, 4 months later to place another order bigger than what she did. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm not going to wait until Wednesday. I'm going to put the order in today so that I can deliver it to her by, Friday or Thursday or Friday. So sometimes we have to go through our inventory. For those of us who do invoices, when we invoice our customers, sometimes go back to that invoice list. We might not keep the numbers, but if you go back through your invoices and you see all these customers that you have from way back when, go and call them. Because they may not have an Avon person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. True. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Final segment. We're winding down. Dinner is ready, right, Coretha? Dinner is ready. Well done, team. We have some. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Orinthi, I'll give you an opportunity after we do this to say something.
Oh no, I'm good.
No, well, I'm not good. Team happenings for anniversary. We had Jean Jeffers, who was 3 years going in Avon. Congratulations, Jean. Congratulations, Miss Pink, as an online order this campaign, $82. Woohoo! Congratulations. Congratulations. Better than me this campaign.
When I come home on Fridays, I have to hustle.
Yes. And we want to congratulate Miss Brown. She is moving into a brand new apartment, which is why she has no time for us. So I remember she had a fire in the spring, and now she's going into a brand new apartment. So we congratulate her on that and wish her all the very, very best. KPIP team sales to date is 41,794. Woohoo!
Down? Are you caught up?
Huh?
Did you catch up?
No, we're behind. No, we are behind where we were last year. So I'm just
it's tough times. It's tough times because trust me, I have to decide to just because I don't want to give up.
Right. Right.
Things are really slow.
No, we can't. But you see, and that is why I'm saying that we have to bear this in mind for next year to know that it does go into peaks and valleys. That to know that these times are coming so that we prepare for them. But it'll get better, which is why now we have to make sure that we have enough books to be handing out to people, because people are gonna be calling us, asking us for books. So that's it guys. So we leave the last word to
I don't really
our
buy the amount
mentor,
of books
Miss.
I used to buy because I can't drop them off in the building that I work no more. And sometimes when I come home, I don't get to go drop them off, and they're stuck on me. Because I can't leave them in the building that I work no more. They don't want anybody leaving any books in there, so I don't buy the amount of books that I used to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to work with what you have, you know.
Yeah.
So let's keep pushing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough, but you can't give up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Orinthia.
Hi. All right, what else can I say? You guys covered it all. I just wanted to say big kudos to you guys for leading your teams, for supporting your teams, and for the team members. Stay close to your leaders. Stay in tune, stay in touch with what's going on, because we are on the cusp of some big happenings in the company. LG is going to be making moves, and sometimes when the moves are made, we're not prepared. So we want to stay in tune with what's going on. Make sure you're reading the beauty buzz. Make sure you're participating on the different calls that are happening, because after all, we are independent representatives. So while your leaders are here to encourage and support, the responsibility is still in large part your own, to stay in connection with what's happening inside the company that you represent so well. So not much to add, but you ladies did a great job covering everything that's going on. And just stay connected. Just stay connected, know what's going on. For those who might be attending Amanda's meeting Wednesday night, I encourage you to participate in that as well. Great information, great networking, and there's always something to learn. The people that attend and participate in a meaningful way in the events tend to be, in most cases, the most successful representatives. So keep that in mind. And when you're going to events, try to invite someone who might be interested in the business, someone who you think would be great. Invite them along. Let them kind of see what this means, what goes on, and see if it's for them. All right, it could be a customer, it could be a potential recruit, could be anybody that is participating in your business in some meaningful way. All right, so again, thank you, ladies, for sharing the information that you have, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Orinthia. And with that, I bid you all a very good night. Any questions or comments?
No.
Before we go, thank you all for joining us, and we wish you all the best. Just in case you have come upon this video and you're not yet an Avon representative, you're not yet a part of Avon's great nation, we invite you to be a part of this wonderful body. The information will be in the description of this video. We thank you and God bless you. Good night, ladies. I love you. And
love you.
wish you all the very best. Good night. Enjoy dinner, guys.
You give dinner?
No.
The
ladies gonna have their dinner.
Okay, I am at work.
Okay, good night, guys. Thanks for coming here.
Good night.